A fatal shooting brought unexpected tragedy for this small Wyoming town.
Hey, stop! Stop!
This fatal shooting case contains pre-edited footage released by the Thermopolis Police Department. The footage was released several months after the Wyoming Division of Criminal Investigation reported potential police misconduct. This video will compile those findings with the edited footage released by the Thermopolis Police Department. The release details Sergeant Mike Mascoro's career, a 24-year Air Force veteran with 8 years in the Thermopolis Police Department, including 2 as a sergeant, making him second in command. It also provides essential context, describing an investigation into methamphetamine use and distribution at the town's McDonald's. Reports further detail Sergeant Mascoro suspected this after arresting McDonald's employee Derek Collins pursuant to a warrant. During the arrest, a glass pipe was found, and Derek allegedly claimed it belonged to another employee at the restaurant. Reports do not indicate if specific names were provided. Days later, Sergeant Mascoro investigated the McDonald's with a county health inspector and Hot Springs County Sheriff's Office K-9 Deputy Shayna Cox. Reports say Mascoro observed employee Buck Larimore enter and exit the bathroom in a short amount of time.
So this dude, that's right there behind his big guy.
County Sheriff's Deputy.
Squatted down. Jamie told me that he took off over here, and I came around. He was coming out of the bathroom.
Okay.
So.
How much gloves on?
Yeah.
Inside that compartment, there's like little plastic cups.
Okay.
Of something inside of them.
After detecting what was later confirmed to be methamphetamine, the released footage cuts to Sergeant Mascoro questioning Buck. Reports later clarify he searched Buck's person by patting him down, footage that was likely redacted upon release. Reports say Sergeant Mascoro's interaction with Buck at McDonald's lasted about 2 minutes.
First name Buck?
Yeah, Buck.
Last name?
Larimore.
Larimore. And what's your date of birth?
12/17/88.
What's your address?
I prefer not to get that here.
The footage cuts to Sergeant Mascoro away from the scene, stating he determined Buck lied about his last name and birth date, and that Buck left work without informing anyone. Other reports clarify the restaurant was shut down by the health inspector after methamphetamines were found, indicating Buck may have left during the shutdown, but still lacked managerial approval to do so. Additional reports highlight 2 texts Buck sent to an employee at this time. "Don't give them my address without a warrant. This is ridiculous. And I left without clocking out and the machine needs aired out. I was tired of getting harassed over something that had nothing to do with me." In post-incident interviews, one witness described Buck's behavior as shifty. One employee said she did not know Buck to use drugs. She indicated she knew him for some time, having worked multiple jobs with him. That same employee also stated Sergeant Mascoro had been, quote, "nothing but helpful with us." The video then says Mascoro called Hot Springs County Attorney Kelly Owens, who initially agreed he had probable cause to cite or arrest Buck. However, reports added important details. Mascoro called to ask if he was within his legal authority to request Buck's information. Owens said yes, and when Mascoro stated he intended to arrest, she advised against it, stating that if she was in Buck's position, she would avoid arrest by not opening his front door. Owens suggested Mascoro should just provide a misdemeanor citation. No warrant was issued for Buck's arrest. Regardless, Mascoro went to Buck's residence to arrest him for interference with a peace officer by providing false information just 3.5 hours after their initial contact. The video says Mascoro was unable to secure a backup officer. Post-incident reports say the same Hot Springs County deputy was on duty, but Mascoro later said he felt he had already used too much of their time during the morning investigation. It appears he opted against requesting, adding in the interview, "It's the nature of this job."
Pretty good. Can I talk to you, please?
Yeah, we're talking right now. What's up?
Come on. All right, you're going to jail today. Come on out here.
No, I'm not.
You're going to jail.
What?
If you make me break this door down, I will.
For what, sir?
Because you interfered with me.
How'd I interfere?
Come outside. It's going to go 2 ways.
Okay.
You either come out, or I'm going to break the door in.
Tell me how I interfered with you. If you want me to work with you, work with me.
I'm going to break the door down.
What did I do?
You interfered. You gave me the wrong name, wrong date of birth.
Buck Larimore.
Come out.
12/17/89, sir.
Buck, I'm going to break this and come in after you. Hey, stop! Stop! They're up, two. Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Move.
What are you doing?
Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. I need help. I'm down. I've been shot. Help.
Over there, right there. Officers right there. I don't know where. I don't know where the other guy went. No,
Those pigs in the house. Those pigs
Mike, are you
is in the house. No, I'm shot.
Get back.
I'm shot. Help.
I'm coming.
Help.
I'm coming, Mike.
Help.
I'm coming.
Uh,
Where you shot?
Yeah,
Where you shot?
I don't know.
Reports later clarified the unknown voice was a child that helped Deputy Cox locate Mascoro on the ground. Mascoro later said he believed Buck was trying to flee when he shut the door and might escape since no backup officer was present. He added that this act amounted to resisting and created a fresh pursuit to complete the arrest. A press release by the town of Thermopolis also claimed Buck fled in the house seeking to do harm, and that by doing so, he created exigent circumstances to justify Mascoro's forced entry. The video indicates when Mascoro collapsed, he no longer deemed Buck a threat. Reports say he suffered a life-threatening shot through his arm and into his chest, the bullet penetrating his lung and exiting through his back just left of his spine. The body camera footage ends and notes Sergeant Mascoro was airlifted to Casper for treatment. Buck was pronounced dead on scene. Brandy later told investigators her husband died in her arms. She will soon be handcuffed, read her Miranda rights, questioned and submitted to a drug test which came back clean. She reportedly told officers countless times that she had never seen a person shot before. A search warrant conducted later recovered methamphetamines, fentanyl, paraphernalia, and digital scales, and says Special Prosecutor Daniel Aramuspi determined Mascoro's use of force was justified. A town press release further stated the special prosecutor cleared Mascoro of criminal wrongdoing. 5 days later, Mascoro returned to Thermopolis to what news reports called a hero's welcome. A brigade of cruisers from several counties escorted him and his family home. People lined the streets with supportive signs, and shirts bearing hashtag Mascoro Strong were sold for supporters to donate proceeds to his family. Less than 6 months later, a local newspaper reported the investigation found Mascoro performed an illegal, warrantless breach over a misdemeanor-level crime that led to the shooting, but he would not be found criminally responsible for Buck's death. News reports say the investigative report read, quote, "No evidence other than this assumption by Mascoro. The body cam evidence is clear that Larimore refusing to submit to the drug test or give his address bothered Mascoro. Mascoro even disregards the county deputy attorney's suggestion that he just write Larimore a citation. A decision letter states Mascoro is not criminally culpable for killing Buck under Wyoming law due to an exception to the self-defense castle doctrine that protects on-duty police officers. An article reported that Sergeant Mascoro was the subject of a Peace Officer Standards and Training, or Post-Misconduct Investigation, that concluded in 2023, just 1 week before the shooting. He was cleared after Post found no clear and convincing evidence of a violation of the state's policing standards. The case arose from an alleged excessive force claim after a suspect suffered eye lacerations requiring 9 stitches. The report states Mascoro did receive an oral reprimand for his delay in activating the body camera. Buck's mother and wife soon gained community support. An online petition by citizen Jason Bowman calling for Mascoro's removal drew over 3,800 signatures, nearly 1.5 times Thermopolis's population. A small protest followed, and at a town council meeting on the issue, residents were split between praising Mascoro and calling for his resignation. One notable comment made by Mike Chimenti, a former mayor of the town and self-proclaimed policeman for 43 years, stated he never saw as many write-ups or arrests for drugs, or seen the drug trafficking and druggers scared of this community like they have been since he went to work. Wyoming has extremely strict restrictions on the release of body camera footage, but finally, 10 months after the incident, the body camera footage presented in this video was released. Mascoro reportedly performed administrative duties at that time. 4 months later, and 14 months after the incident, a town press release announced his full-duty reinstatement. It'd be another 10 months or 2 years after the incident that Buck's mother Deborah Larimore Fenton and his wife Brandy Larimore filed a civil lawsuit to sue Mascoro and the Thermopolis Police Department for wrongful death. The suit claims Mascoro, and to an extent the department violated Buck's rights with a warrantless search, used excessive force, caused negligence and emotional distress. They are asking for $3 million in damages. This seemingly led the town council to vote on Mascoro's resignation. After a reportedly heated floor debate, only one member voted against resigning him. 8 days after the civil lawsuit was reported by local news, Mascoro resigned. Roughly a month later, post commissioners held a separate vote on Mascoro retaining his peace officer certification. The commission unanimously voted to decertify Mascoro, preventing him from being an officer in the state of Wyoming. The post commission can be quoted saying, "It should be noted too, Mascoro denies any wrongdoing. It's a simple certification surrender." The civil case is still open and is being handled by the 5th Judicial District Court for Hot Springs County.
Now it starts with conversations at a door but ends in gunshots. And people might say that the sergeant made a decision that should have never gone that far. And from where I stand, this didn't need to be a fatal encounter. And a different decision might have brought about a peaceful conclusion. But instead, two people collided, and unfortunately, the badge became the spark that lit the fuse. A single decision, bust through the door or hold the line. Every cop's had that moment, and every veteran knows it's the moment that defines you. If Mr. Larimore refused to identify himself, Sergeant Mascoro could have cited him for interference and went about his day. Now, was Mr. Larimore innocent in all this? Absolutely not. However, this could have went down very differently. And people love to say that cops have to make tough calls, and they do, but not every tough call needs to end with a trigger pull. Sometimes restraint is the hardest move you'll ever make because calm authority and adrenaline always fight to take over. That's the real battle no training can prepare you for, the one between discipline and dominance. Thermopolis isn't a city where stories disappear. It's a place where everyone knows the echo. People talk, they question, and they stop trusting. And in that doubt, the bond between police and public starts to crumble. Now, seeing a cop go down is always hard to watch. Nobody wants to see that. It cuts deep every single time because behind the vest is a human being who put their life on the line. But when the investigation's over, we are forced to ask some tough questions, and we might not like the answers. And that's the part that separates emotion from truth. But too many people run from that reality. But we have to face it because that's what true accountability looks like.